You are about to listen or hear why I say the NAACP, the National Association for the Advancement of Colored People, is a straight up joke. So in this picture, you see a man by the name of Morgan Wallen, and apparently he's a country singer. I've never heard of the guy, but apparently he made some controversy when he did a song and he had dropped the N-word in the song. Now, what's interesting is the country music industry pretty much shunned him. They didn't want him around anymore because of what he did. I know it could be shocking because they could have easily let him stay and just let that slide. But guess who wants to extend the olive branch and quote unquote educate this dude on how not to be a racist? None other than the National Association for the Advancement of Colored People. Listen, and that's why I said at the beginning of the video and phrased it that the NAACP is a joke and will continue to be a running joke. Like, why are you out here trying to save a Dub S? And the people that he caters to or he performs for shunned him, but you want to come back and throw and give him a lifeline. But I shouldn't be shocked. And I'm not shocked because the NAACP has been shady for years. Remember, they tried to give an award to Donald Sterling, I think was his name. Remember him? With the Clippers, the former owner of the Clippers, and all that controversy he had going on. And that year that happened, they were about to give him some kind of lifetime achievement or some kind of special award or whatever when that happened at the Image Awards, which is ran by the NAACP. So what, you going to do all of this, and what you're going to do, invite him to the Image Awards as a special honored guest, have him perform? Man, let me get into this, because okay. Morgan Wallen has been denounced and rebuked by the country music industry by and large for using a racial slur. But one group's not turning its back on him, the NAACP. Cheryl Gwynn, president of the NAACP Nashville, tells TMZ it seems to her Morgan's oblivious to the Dub S that exists in this country, despite all recent examples, including the Capitol riots, and she'd like to give the opportunity to educate the country singer. Who is this Cheryl Gwynn? See, they said it seems to her, that Morgan's oblivious to Dub S, but he used a racial slur. How is he oblivious? He's not oblivious. He knows exactly what it is, but you have this mammy wants to throw on her cape and try to save Brad. I know his name is Morgan, but I'm just, talking my shit right now. Gwen says Wallen apologizing is a good start, but saying sorry doesn't mean a thing if he doesn't work to fix the issue that led to him dropping the N-word so casually. Well, that's not even a good start. Let him just get off by apologizing. That's nothing because I know he doesn't mean it. And the fact that they say he said it so casually means he's said it before. It's just that this time it's been documented. The NAACP leader says some people are under the impression that they can use the N-word if they think it's not being used in an offensive manner, but obviously that's not the case. Gwen says the word needs to be removed from everyone's vocabulary, even if they're just talking to family or, in Wallen's case, shooting the breeze with friends. So, NAACP Nashville is inviting Wallen to have a conversation about what went down and help him learn why his actions are hurtful. Why are you giving a history lesson to this grown-ass man who knows right from wrong, or at least he should? Because now you're basically putting him in a spot where you make it seem like he's a child that doesn't know what he's doing. But then again, they always like to play up the white boy. Hence why I said that. But they always like to play up the white man as a white boy. Remember what happened with Ryan Lochte at the 2016 Olympics in Rio de Janeiro, Brazil? When he and his teammates had went to, I forgot what that's called. It was I forgot what it's called specifically in Brazil, but y'all know what I'm talking about. And mess with them people's property the way that they did, and they kept calling him a boy when that guy, when Ryan Lochte at the time was in his 30s. He might still be in his 30s now, but he was like in his early 30s when he did it. Let's see here. Gwen says the meeting would not be about condemnation, but about love. Oh, man. I tell you, these Negro peons are full of it. She adds that she'd be willing to meet with the country star privately on a group setting, whatever's more comfortable, because she understands these talks are difficult to have. Okay. Difficult to have? Are you kidding me? It wasn't difficult for him to just casually say that N-word in public. Nah, let him have it. If y'all gonna have this little conversation, let him have it on the grand stage. I would embarrass him. Don't be trying to see, this is coddling. They're coddling him. Again, listen, y'all, we are only in day 4 of Black History Month. I'm recording this on February 4th, and I swear it's been BS after BS after BS that has come out of this week. Gwen tells us she also believes this could be a huge turning point for Wallen, and he could use his celebrity status for something truly progressive and impactful, especially during these trying times. We broke the story Wallen was recorded by a neighbor saying the N-word after coming home from a night out in Nashville. He apologized and took responsibility for it, but the fallout's been swift and significant. Wallen's been called out by his peers like Mickey Guyton, banned from previous media platforms, pulled from the airwaves, disqualified from the 2021 ACM Awards, and his label has suspended his contract for now. Now listen, they did what this person right here should have done. They literally stripped everything from this dude from one incident. Now that's something you rarely ever see them do, but I'm glad that they did it. But you got this off-code chick right here and being linked to an even more off-code organization. Wants to reach out that hand of love, because he said out of love. Reach out that hand and arm of love and just coddle him. I mean, to nurse him back to health like he's a wounded animal. Like, that is absolutely ridiculous. Like I said, it's not surprising or shocking that this is happening by far. It really isn't, considering the history of the NAACP. But the fact of the matter is, his peers, his label, the awards shows, the industry that he's attached to have all shunned him from that. Because they already know what time it is. Apparently she doesn't. And notice, she's the one making all the statements. Like, they didn't talk, it sounds like to me, they didn't talk to anybody else but her. I know that she's the president and, you know, she's the head. But she's only the head for that area as far as I'm concerned, because they said that's the Nashville chapter. But they could have talked to somebody else, or at least had a vote, because it doesn't sound like they voted on this. It just sounds like she decided to make this decision all on her own and said, well, I'm going to help him and, you know, be the good old mammy and the good old maid and help Morgan, because that's his name, you know, get back on his feet. I'm not even going to turn this video into what I could turn it into. Y'all know exactly what I mean, but I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do it. I easily could, but I'm not. Y'all, and if y'all can read between the lines of what I'm saying, you know exactly where I was headed with this, but I'm not going to do it. Y'all can spell it out for yourselves. And as a matter of fact, something tells me that somewhere in the comment section, y'all are going to go there with it. And I'll be like, well, yeah, that's what it was. No, that's what it looks like. Especially that part when she said, I'm going to talk to him in private. Why you got to talk to him in private? Especially when he did what he did out in public. If you're going to talk to him, you know, do it in public. But better yet, why talk to him at all? If he got shunned from all of his peers, why would you, who has no connection to him whatsoever, come in and try to save him? Why would he do the same thing for you? When's the last time you seen someone say in country music come out and help a rapper who got shunned by the community? I'll give you a better example. When Chrisette Michele got off cold and performed for 45 at his inauguration back in 2016, and the community, her label, and all people shunned her, even her family disowned her, where was somebody in the country music industry to extend the olive branch to Chrisette Michele to help get her back on her feet and say, you know what, maybe we'll even let you do a collab with one of our artists? You know, we'll set something up and, you know, and see if we can get you back on your feet, because we know you're going through a rough patch in your life right now. That didn't happen. How many of those palm-colored people went out and bought her music? They probably didn't even know who the hell she was until that day, and after that day, they still didn't know who she was. But you got this person over here wanting to help this dude get out of his funk that he put himself in, when everyone else has, like, hey, you're on your own. But you want to come over and help him, like I said, someone you have no attachment to, no connection to. And you want to pull a reverse blind side and be the help. And then wonder why, you know, they say, I'm not going to go there either. There's so many points that I want to hit on right now, but I'm not trying to go off on a tangent, because I can start going into another realm, and I don't want to do that. I really don't. And I'm not going to. So I'm gonna control myself in that aspect. But yeah, I'm going to just go ahead and just end the video on that note, because I really don't have anything else to say about this. I think I've said everything that I could say. This is disturbing. It's not shocking or surprising, but it just is just the absolute worst. Y'all let me know what y'all think about this down in the comments. Like, share, subscribe if you haven't done so already. Text the number pinned in the comments below so you can receive notifications every time I upload a new video.